cleanliness of Florida because and somebody was kind of seeing it from the way of was coming to the bathroom. Mm. Oh my goodness, can you stop there? You're scaring me. The guy did that also was blocking the way. When I was on my way to the bathroom, it was a flare in his hand. He was about to punch me. He was acting like it was wrong. Putting people to scare me, fighting me from walking freely as an African. And this Ricardo is calling people Negroes for trying to, get his criminal charges not dropped. I was one of the people, one of the many blacks that contacted the court. And he's using his police power to harass me as the head of the city of New York. I can't use the bathroom here. I can't ride the train. And he's using his power to discriminate against me. The police harassed me. They won't turn their camera on. They were looking at my jacket. You go your way. I don't want to get into. I don't want to get into the elevator and be bumping into each other. Bump into me. So I have a purple jacket I was wearing. I knew the police surrounded me. And they were staring at my purple jacket. And they started talking about my stroller. This is my purple jacket. This is my purple jacket. Because apparently they changed their rules to target me, saying, people that are not real females, that have natural born, they have people that don't have babies, they can't have a stroller. And that just seems like a rule to benefit people that are natural born females, opposed to me that I'm a transgender. And nobody can shame me. There's a gender motivated violence act that forbids them from doing all that. Yesterday, also February 28, 2025, a black American guy jumped me, said I can't be around this. He said he works in the building and I can't be anywhere near his building. I'm like, under what law? So they're attacking me like a mob, and I believe they're just trying to provoke me to death because they believe, you know, they can win money by framing up a dead person. It's one of the ways scammers, people that engage in marriage scam, one of the things they can do is to kill somebody and then claim the person was either married to them or the person wants to have a child, or have your family member claim. Because I don't have a child, that when you are alive, you want to have a child, and they need to get your sperm while you're dead. So this is an attempted rape, an attempted abuse of a corpse, or attempted murder, an attempted abuse of a corpse. Because I don't know any of these people. You know, I mean, what I mean is, I think I don't have any agreement with anybody to be killed, and my body should be used to create children. So this is like international crime ring going on in America. My mother's daughter's failed mental illness on my mother and got her killed after the police took her home. And my mother said they were trying to extort her for life insurance policy for and make money off of her death. You know, so so I believe my mother said her daughter, especially that Bolanli, the ones that killed my mother, that my mother was talking about was Bolanli and Flora. And she told me that Bolani she believes that Bolani is a member of the party gang. My mother lived with her within a year before my mother died. Because the police put us out of our home wrongfully on Staten Island. Then my mother was still in the shelter. Then so we're giving her problems in the shelter. So she moved to people. So that Bolani lured her to come to Pennsylvania. So she was going to help my mother with $500. I never helped my mother with $500. You know, my mother was saying this Bolani was just saying, in order to get easy access to my mother's food, I was putting poison in the food. My mother said that anytime she ingests that poison, my mother said she started having pain in her chest. So my mother fled back to New York. She ended up suffering a heart attack as she was fleeing back to New York. And she was admitted at Bellevue. And this brother came, even though my mother didn't tell this brother what hospital she was in, this brother came all the way from Pittsburgh and with the other daughter, Flora, and they were antagonizing my mother, you know, so as to get her locked up in the psych ward. Because I put in the court papers that when the police booted us out of our home, me and my mother from our home, the police antagonized us. If we don't leave, because we told them we are not going to leave without a court order. And it antagonized us by saying if we don't leave, they're going to arrest us and put us in prison or put us in psych commitment. So I said that caused my mother to start having, heart attack symptoms. So my mother said I just by reading the court papers from Pittsburgh because I don't really communicate with them, you know, because of their violent tendencies. They've always had a very violent history. So my mother said the body was still, you know, reading my court papers online, and they said they were very jealous that I could win money and decided to kill her and make money instead. You know, and the city of New York refused to help me. The state of New York refused to help me, as creating policies that could also help me get up framed up as crazy. Since my mother was killed, they locked me up also in the cycle of the police because I criticized the police a lot also. So decided to. My mother used to criticize the police also. So decided to use the method my mother's daughters used to kill my mother to also try to kill me that with the police. Friend mental illness on me. The MTA was doing a program to remove all the homeless from the subway by framing mental illness on a squad top 50 program. And 2019, as Trump was doing immigration, close to my birthday, July 2019, they had somebody that attacked me in Brooklyn on Bay Ridge and 4th Avenue, July 2019, and was sexually harassing me, putting his hand on my body. I told him to stop doing that. That's an unwanted physical touch. And the police camera was recording on July 2019 around 8 p.m. On Bay Ridge and 4th Avenue, in front of the Rite Aid store. And soon after that, the police said somebody told them there was a fight. I said, yeah, the guy was attacking me, and I told him to stop it. And before I could speak, they knocked me down and began choking me. I went and put me in the psych ward, and they locked me up there. At that time, also, I was trying to get the Me Too lawyer arrested because I'd reached out to her that my mother was dead and Eric Garner was trying to help my court papers was also dead. I said the police sexually harassed me and kicked me out of my home. And I said, since then, I said a lot of things have been happening. Eric Garner was trying to help me with the court papers. I believe the police found out because I was recording Eric Garner, days before they killed him at the same spot where they killed him. I'm also under federal surveillance because I used to be in immigration prison. So I believe they must have picked up the FBI and they work with the local police, NYPD. They must have, picked up my conversation with Eric Garner, whereby at the same spot where they killed him. I recorded Eric Garner days earlier saying he was going to help me in my court because against the police, that the police was wrong for a victim. I said since then, the police was menacing Eric Garner. I went and took him there close to my birthday in 2014, July 2014. So a lot of this suspicious stuff happening, and they don't let me get access to court to testify. The lawyers blocked me. The city of New York blocked me. And it's like they're trying to scare me away from America because I know where all their skeletons are buried. So they're creating all this awful immigration policies that will scare me away. I even tried to get naturalization. I reached out to the Biden administration to see because they stole my passport, stole my green card, to see if they can help me. And the immigration also wrongfully put in prison, immigration prison 2000, but the Biden administration never got back to me. So it's like they just want to scare me away from America because they don't want their police to be held accountable. And they feel, I will also end up winning money because I suffered a lot from the police abuse. And they went to the extent of even killing my friend Eric and my mother's daughters also killed my mother wrongfully, by showing mental illness on her just to provoke her to death while she was in the hospital getting treated for heart attack. And the city of New York and the state and the feds are covering up all these killings, like my mother's death, my friend Eric death. They say even they failed to file the Eric case in criminal court under Trump's administration, claiming they forgot to file it. They're just coming out with all these suspicious cover-ups that don't even make sense. How do you fail to file criminal charges against Eric Garner claim you forgot to file it? It was a slip of mind. And nobody suspects nothing. So they believe all these events are accidental, but they're very intentional, and they have an agenda. It's just trying to avoid accountability while they continue their murder, killing spree. So they've always tortured blacks to death, like Martin Luther King, especially blacks that call for police accountability, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and at the least, so many like that.